Our first role models in life is our parents, our family members, or anyone that is close to us, like our teachers. Um, as a first generation Guatemalan American, I had to be the one to step it up for my family. I was the translator for my parents, I was the mentor for my younger siblings, and I was the first to just explore the world. Actually, my parents explored the world first, coming from Guatemala, but after that, it was my turn. So by stepping it up, it means that you're willing to take a risk to be a leader, no matter when you're asked to perform. Um, as a Toastmaster, I've been a Toastmaster for 10 years, and I've had to step it up. Malcolm X once stated, if you have no critics, you'll likely have no success. And how I take that is that if you have no critics as far as a leader, that means you're not taking risks. You have to learn how to give directions. You have to learn how to get feedback, and you can't let your ego get in the way. So yes, you're going to get a lot of critics, but you're going to be learning a lot, especially if you're a leader here at Toastmaster. So today I'm going to go over what makes a great leader, and after that we'll go over the different styles of leadership. So number one, to be a great leader, you must be an effective communicator. And we're all here at Toastmaster to become a great effective communicator, either in person or over the internet. Due to COVID-19, we have to know these three lessons: how to listen, how to analyze the vibe of the audience, and how to be clear, how to be clear in the message that you're delivering. And thanks to our evaluators, we're gonna learn how to be clear, because we're gonna get feedback on how we present. And also, if you want to repeat your presentation here at Toastmasters, you can, because if you want to practice here, whatever presentation you want to do at work or outside of in your community, you have to practice somewhere, and Toastmasters is where to do it. Next, to be a great leader leads by example. So you can't be barking orders to people. We're not paying people to become Toastmasters. People come to Toastmasters because they want to be here. And in order for people to listen to you, you must be able to, not only talk the talk, but walk the walk. So, for example, our president, Christina Vega, I remember 2 years ago, she was a shy, timid person, but she stepped up, and now she's our leader. But not only our leader, but she's also stepping out of her bubble and becoming an effective leader. So she encourages others because of what she went through. So that is an example of a leader to me. Next, be optimistic. When I say be optimistic, don't just be happy out of nowhere and think everything is going to turn out okay. As the story, I think it was Abraham Lincoln about sharpen the axe. Give me 6 hours to cut down a tree. Give me the first 4 hours to sharpen my axe. And what that means is pretty much, let me work on my skills first before I present, before I perform. So yes, be optimistic, but put in the work first by talking to your mentor, by practicing here at Toastmasters. And then when you put in the work, then the positivity will come, because you know that you put in the work. So it's not just about being optimistic and hoping that things turn out okay. It's putting in the work and knowing that things will turn out okay. Next, to be a great leader, you must be open-minded. And I think about being open-minded in our club. Before COVID-19, we never had an online presentation and online meetings. I remember when we first opened it up to members, some members didn't want to be part of this online platform because it was out of the ordinary. But we were willing to experiment. And now this is our 6th or 5th meeting online. And we've been having a great amount of people show up from all over the world, which is amazing. So be open-minded, be willing to experiment, be curious. And next, a great leader demonstrates integrity. We all have that, the little devil and angel in our shoulders that tells us to, take that risk, or do that thing. But, we must listen to our conscience, because deep down inside, we know what's wrong and what's right. And we know the things that we're willing to live with, or the things that we're going to regret. So weigh the pros and cons, and make sure that you follow your heart as far as the decisions that you make. So those are the characteristics of a great leader, in my opinion, and opinions of others. And when you become a great leader, there's also styles of leaders, as we can see right here: autocratic, visionary, affiliative, democratic, pace setting, and coaching. I consider myself a pace setter. Especially when I go out in the mountains, I set that pace of how fast we want to go up a mountain. I set the pace on when we need breaks, when I see people falling behind and they need to drink water. And, so that's the leader that I am. But there's also moments when you have to be you got to just take order. You got to take command. And there is no shame in trying all of these styles out, because sometimes you need to be fluid in how to lead. Depends your audience, it depends on the people that you work with, and it depends, how much power you have in the organization. So you can lead by example, you can lead as a servant, or you can lead as just coaching someone, watching how they blossom, and let them spread their wings, and then after a while just give them feedback here and there. So those are my styles of leadership. As a Toastmaster, I had an opportunity to practice all these styles of leadership, and later on we're going to have our voting. We're going to vote for our next executive board, and it'll be your chance to practice your leadership style. So I hope people run, and I hope to see future leaders out there. Thank you.